being visionaries. I'd like to share one of my business successes, which developed over a period of 30 years. In 2006, New York Magazine released an issue called 2016 Tomorrowland, which projected what New York City would be like in 10 years. At the time, I caused a stir by proposing to build Trump Place along the Hudson River on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Despite the initial backlash, this project was eventually completed and has been lauded as a great success. The west side of New York City below the Javits Center is projected to be larger than the city of Minneapolis by 2016, which means my initial vision of providing housing on that side of town was correct. This beautiful complex of 16 residential buildings, which includes a park, will soon be completed. Despite facing opposition, my vision has paid off and I am proud to have been a visionary in this case. And this is one of those times. One reason Robert and I point out certain things is because we can see them coming. As I've said before, we're not trying to be financial fearmongers. We're just hoping to be able to steer some of you in the right direction before it's too late and you say, why didn't we see that coming? Fortunately, we're in a position, because of our individual success records, to give you some indications of what might be happening in the future. I had to be very stubborn when it came to that development on the west side that I just mentioned. In fact, I had to wait 30 years for it to happen, but I knew it would be important for New York City's future back then. This city is familiar to me. I was correct. Consider Mark Burnett. He saw a new direction for television and, like him, endured years of rejection. People simply didn't understand what he was trying to accomplish, but he persisted because he knew he was correct. Who created a new genre and a new chapter in television history when the television executives finally got what he was after. Burnett, Mark. It can be difficult to define vision at times. Usually, it's based on studying the history of something and surmising where it will be going in 10 or 20 or more years. Yes, there's a risk involved, but forward-thinking people are often on the mark. Another prime example is Leonardo da Vinci. He looked ahead by centuries in his inventions and ideas. The verification of his visionary gifts took centuries to clear, but verified they have been. Thoreau said, "If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where you should be. Down at the foundations under them." Vision means vision until you focus, do the work, and bring it down to earth where it will do some good. I remember Robert's frustration at seeing so many things that were clear to him and not at all clear to other people. He said the worst part was that people seemed to not want to hear about it. They preferred to remain ignorant, or least unaware, rather than informed. We wondered, was it too much for people to handle? We don't think so, or we wouldn't be spending our time thinking about it and writing about it. We have reasons for what we're doing. Have you thought about 2016 yet? We have. Stay tuned. As Henry Kissinger knowingly said, history knows no resting places and no plateaus. Vision remains vision until you focus, do the work, and bring it down to earth where it will do some good. Donald Trump. What have you learned from your own or someone else's business mistakes? What have you learned from your own or someone else's business successes? Do you own your own business? If not, do you want to? What ingredients do you believe are most necessary for a business to succeed? What do you admire about successful business owners you know?